Hello, this is Sam Gilliam, an artist who is known to do lots of experimentation with painting. This is called his draped painting. He's very well known for it. You might be familiar with canvas. It's the fabric that a lot of artists use to paint on. Usually they stretch it into a square or a rectangle. They use wooden bars and they staple it. We can see the front and the back of two different canvases here. Well, he decided to change that. He saw some laundry outside of his studio window flowing in the wind and wanted to see what would happen if he painted on canvas that was not stretched across the wooden frame. What happened was really beautiful. Everything he makes looks different depending on what gallery or what museum it's hanging in. Some of them are over 150 feet long. Some of them are outside. Some of them are made with lots of different pieces. And they all don't need to look like a painting of something. They have different feelings depending on the colors and the way that they swoosh around. We're gonna make some draped painting too today. And what we have is paper towel. We have a suction cup and we have a paper clip. The paper clip has two U shapes, a short one and a long one. It's kind of like two fingertips. We wanna put one fingertip in the front and one in the back of your paper towel. And we want to scoot it up in between. Kind of like if you were holding a tissue between two of your fingers, that's gonna hold your art up against our window. So there's my two fingers just to show what I mean. We're laying it on a piece of wax paper or something plastic so our paint won't get on the table. You should write your name large and clear in the bottom corner. That means I'm holding the paper towel down with one of my hands and writing slowly with the other hand with a Sharpie. If you don't write big and clear, it will be hard for us to see your name. At the tables, we have some liquid paint. This is the kind of paint that might stain your clothes, so always be careful. You use the brush that's already in the cup to start and enjoy adding color to your cotton, fabric, or paper towel. Gentle touches is all you need. Remember, paper towel can rip. And I want you to slow your mind down and really watch what happens when you touch the paint to the paper with your brush. I am trying to put just enough color, maybe rolling my brush or touching my brush, to leave some space in between and see how the water areas might grow to touch each other. This is a cool way to see what happens when colors barely overlap and mix just a little bit. We aren't going to try and make the whole thing brown and mix all of the colors. I want to see how many different weird experiments happen on your paper towel. Right now, you can tell I'm sitting at a table that has cool colors. When cool colors touch each other, they usually look pretty neat. In a little bit, I can take my whole art and move it to a different table. Now I'm working on warm colors. I'm gonna be really careful of letting the warm colors barely touch and keep a little bit of separation from the cool colors. It'll be nice to see what happens when they barely touch. Trying orange, and yellow, and red. Experiment with different kinds of dancing brush energy. We are using the tiptoes of our brushes so they can flit about quickly. We can see how minuscule our dots can be. After you have a lot of color on your paper towel, you might want to add some touches of water. Having water in between your colors means that those colors can start to travel through the fibers of the paper towel. When your whole draped painting is covered in color, you can bring it to a grown-up to help hang it up in the window to dry.